Hello and welcome to this week's Here's Your Apology. I'm your host, Nate, and with me as always, just like you remember him, Levi Garcia. Levi, what's up?
Hello.
And welcome back.
It's great to be here again. I've grown a beard, as you could see.
Yeah.
I sit like this now, I don't know if you noticed. I hold myself with a little bit more distinguished poise.
I see the ego.
I don't know if you noticed that. The confidence that I have now, that mostly it's the beard.
Yeah.
That gives me the confidence.
Yeah. Not a lot of guys have the three-fingered confidence.
You know, I've been gone for a while.
Uh-huh.
I've been off the grid.
Yeah.
You guys haven't seen or heard from me.
It's like a second COVID.
Because, I've been kind of, doing my own thing for a little bit.
Yeah.
I do manly things now. So I bought a house and I'm remodeling it by myself.
I've seen it.
As a man does. And it's taken a long time.
It's hard.
If you haven't noticed it, we haven't had a ton of episodes. It's because it's 2 hours from where Nate lives, and
life's a little busy right now.
It's hard to get the editing done that this requires. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're gonna see behind the curtain for a sec. There's a lot of editing that goes into this.
Doesn't even have time to shave.
It's because this is my blue collar look. When you get when you start doing manual labor day in, day out,
yeah,
you
look like
ultimately feel like you have to grow a beard.
Yeah.
I also didn't have a mirror for about 2 months, and so if you don't look at yourself, you kind of just like,
yeah,
then you realize you have a beard, and you're like, I might as well give it its due.
Yeah, like full 70s bush right there on your chin.
Exactly.
It's a bold move, but I think one most of men should make. I feel like the beard is at some point it's a necessity for men.
It definitely has given me an extra sense of masculinity.
Right.
And that's, I've been doing blue collar work, so that's a lot more labor intensive.
True.
And I think that I feel stronger now because of it.
Walk a little taller.
And so it's like a combination of everything.
Yeah.
And also I'm like doing things I've never done before because, like I said, I decided to remodel a beach house by myself. And I've seen people do a lot of the things that I'm doing, but
without a beard though?
A lot of the things I'm doing I've never done.
Like what? What's one of the things that you
like any plumbing, any electrical? No, I did some electrical in the past, like very, very limited. But I rewired the whole house, brand new.
That house
switch,
won't be
every
there in a
light,
month.
everything. Yeah, by myself. Well, no, my parents helped me a little bit. My in-laws helped me a little bit, but for the most big chunk of it, I've been by myself. And so during that time, I also worked on a new album for the first time since 2010.
Wow. That must have been how did that come about? Like you're just
being lonely and at the beach alone by yourself.
Right. Perfect.
No, I just linked up with my friend who is a producer, and he has some new music that he's been working on.
Yeah.
And I write songs, like lyrics and melodies and stuff like that. And so, so he sent me a bunch of songs, and we decided to put out a 5-song EP, and it's out there right now. Check it out if you want to. Under Labs. It's on Spotify. It's on YouTube. We'll put the links in the description. But so that was fun to write, and it sounds good. It's initially when I first heard the music, it's not like the type of music that I normally listen to.
Right.
But once I started writing to it, now I'm like, okay, I'm into this.
Yeah.
And so I think if people give it a listen, even if it's not initially what they're into, give it another listen.
Yeah.
It's catchy and it'll grow on you.
Yeah, no, it is catchy. The lyrics are super catchy. But the funny thing, I can imagine that whole album, it needs to be in the next Lego movie. You know what I mean? It fits.
Yeah.
But it's
It's like sci-fi kind of vibes a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun.
Yeah, it's a concept album,
Yeah.
definitely, you know. But it definitely has given me something to do while I was down there.
Yeah, instead of like, you know.
To get it out, because otherwise I'm just by myself. Yeah. And it's rough.
Again, I'd like to emphasize by myself.
It's like solitary confinement, like no joke.
Yeah, so you just decided to.
But now my wife is there, and I'm doing a lot better.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I'm glad.
And
you
we're
didn't
getting
hurt
towards the
yourself.
end. We're getting there. So like once we're done and I got my normal life back, then we'll be having more episodes and a lot more stuff. We got ideas. I'm just sitting over there thinking of ideas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So content, all that stuff, you know, that'll come up once I get my life back.
Once he gets out of rehab.
Yeah, once my work release is over.
Once the rollie lets him off the chain a little bit more,
Yeah.
he'll have some. Gosh, that 3-fingered confidence is something else. Wow. That does
Motion is intimidating, you know, like it intimidates people with the scissor type of.
It does make my pee-pee tickle.
It's like,
I don't know if that's intimidating.
yeah,
Like cutting it.
it's a power move,
Yeah.
you know. Just trying to level up my game.
Yeah. That's so funny. It always reminds me of this is the church, this is the steeple. Turn it over. Here's all the people burning. Or
So, do you have any more questions about my beard?
no, I like
Anything
it.
else you want to talk about around concerning my beard?
When you sent me a picture of your beard, I was like, that's not real. That's a great beard. I'm like, Levi doesn't fucking deserve. Why does he get the beard?
No, this is the first time I've ever grown one, and so like I didn't know what to expect.
It's a full Where's Waldo beard.
It was ugly
you know?
for a long time. There was like a long ugly stage to where like I felt like it's not worth it in the long run. Like once I shave it, it's like I don't really know if I'll grow one again, you know?
Yeah.
But it was I had to try, you know? At least once in my life I had to try it. And usually it gets too itchy just at like the very beginning, so I'm just like shaving it. I'm like, I don't like this, you know?
Yeah.
But I got to the point where it got long enough and I'm like, I got to give it its due, you know?
Yeah. I trust it,
I
dude,
still don't
the beard.
like waking up and like feeling it instead of like my pillow.
I mean, it is your
It's
pillow.
like in between like my wife's skin, you know? Like I don't like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So I ultimately don't think I'll stick with it, but I'm gonna give it a moment.
Your dad is a clean shaven man, isn't he?
No,
He's not. He's got a beard.
He does a goatee, or he's been doing
right.
a full beard recently.
Oh,
Yeah,
bold.
not like long, but like
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like at a
trimmed
certain
up.
age, we all transition to full bearded dudes.
yeah. I mean,
feel.
yeah. I feel like it's definitely a stereotype that I'm following. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like Northwest lives in a small town now because that's where the house is. It's in a small town. I'm isolated from a lot of stuff, and just like working like construction now. And now, I'm like, I grow a beard, I lose weight.
the
you know,
the logical next step is a beard.
I'm just
weight
like
loss.
this stereotypical character
That's so funny.
participating in this adventure, in this storyline.
Yeah,
in my
you sound
life.
like a conspiracy theorist.
And I like it. You know, I embrace it.
No, I think that's awesome.
I eat so much fish now.
Yeah, it's freeing, right? Just fit into the stereotype if you
Yeah.
want. Like, who gives a shit?
It's just they're stereotypes because it's like the easiest thing
Yeah.
to reach for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just easy.
Well,
I don't have to shave.
yeah.
I can wear basically the same outfit every single day because I'm in a small town. Like some of the
Yeah.
people I see that also live in the town that I live in,
Yeah.
they look homeless. And
Yeah.
they look
Putrid.
so old and so rough, but like they don't care.
It's the salt
You
water.
know, they like would scare any child. They don't
They're
care,
like real life boogie monsters.
Yeah, like this decrepit white men, just hunched
even the women.
over and like long hair that's greasy and like just like terrifying. I'm a little bit scared of them, but
Like a pirate ghost.
like that's the town I live in, and now it's like, what am I gonna shave for? For who? And for what? But also I didn't have a mirror, so like it was hard to shave without a mirror.
Yeah, well, I like the bearded look again. Yeah, there's so many different look. It makes you look completely different.
Do I look older?
No, you look tougher for sure. Like you look for real like you were a Russian spy who's exacting revenge in the middle of this podcast. Nah.
More Jewish?
Yeah, maybe. I could see Jew, but I see like
Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
Now my heart's starting to beat.
I've always gotten like everyone thinks my dad was Middle Eastern a little bit in the small town I grew up in.
That's funny because he's not a 5'3". Like
they're like, your dad looks Arab or something. I'm like, okay. Is that what an Arab looked like? I don't know. I guess.
Yeah.
So, but I'm very ambiguous racially.
Yeah.
So like when I was traveling around the world, I would go to countries and they would think I was part whatever they were. Like when I was in Thailand, I went to the hospital and the guy who was like in charge of guiding me through the process was like, "Are you Thai?" And I was like,
"See,
really?" Yeah. So like apparently I'm like racially ambiguous to the point where a Thai person thinks I might be part Thai.
Yeah. Are you?
I could look Greek. I could look Italian.
I can see all that. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I have like that ambiguity.
Spy. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, you could be anything, dude. Anything you wanted.
The beard kind of limits it though. Now I think.
No, that.
I think it's
no. I think you're still like the Pete Davidson of travelers. Like you're very racially ambiguous. Still.
Okay.
You can still be Thai.
With this kind of facial.
Trans
they
Thai.
Can't grow facial hair.
Trans Thai. Come on.
A Thai?
They can't?
No.
None of them.
Maybe little mustaches, but that's it.
If you said Koreans, maybe.
Most Asians, I think.
Oh, yeah, they are smooth.
Yeah, very smooth. They don't sweat, I don't think.
I think that's just Koreans.
But anyways, so
you still look racially ambiguous, and I'm in favor of the beard.
All right.
We should
keep it for now. Question about your backdrop.
My backdrop. Oh yeah, what about it?
You got a self-portrait back there?
Well, I didn't paint it. My dad painted it. He painted it for me. I think it makes...
Is it weird to gift someone a self-portrait of themselves?
Yeah.
Like usually...
I painted this. This is what I think you look like.
Yeah. Put it up. Just to like have a self-portrait of yourself up.
I think it's a portrait, right? Unless you're painting it. That's.
But it's of you.
Yeah. But it's not a self-portrait. It's just a portrait. I guess it would be
of yourself.
A self-portrait of yourself?
But you didn't do it. You didn't create it, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, so it's still a self-portrait. It's still okay.
So. Okay.
Yeah. So my dad, he paints.
Okay. It's paint. It looks like crayon or like pastel from here.
It's an oil paint.
Is it really?
Yeah. He does oil painting. He's pretty good. He retired from law enforcement and started painting pictures of sailboats. We all thought he was autistic.
Good.
Turns out,
I think that's most former law enforcement.
Yeah, I think they
it's
do.
The only way to like drown the sound.
Yes.
Just like focus.
Yeah, it's either that or like kill a random homeless person like every 3 months or something without your family knowing.
Exactly.
Sneak out.
Exactly. They've been thinking about how they could get away with it their whole careers.
Yeah.
So that's not even like a question. They already know how to get away with it.
Yeah, but they also need to let off steam.
That's the painting.
Either that or the homeless.
Yeah.
Like,
so
he paints.
Yeah, no, it looks a lot like you. It looks good.
Yeah. I think it looks a little like me if I was Middle Eastern. If you get close
You're
to
a
it.
little. You got a fuller beard. The lineup is harder. You know,
I do appreciate,
there's a harsh line.
his
You know.
generosity in the paint. It
Yeah.
definitely makes, like,
But I see the resemblance for sure.
if I do.
And you know, I don't know if I received an image of myself like that, like a painting of myself,
Uh-huh.
would I display it?
Hang it up in your house
Yeah,
of you?
like
Like, what if it
this,
was like
even.
10 feet? What if it was like
That's what I'm saying.
10
like,
foot by 10
would
foot?
I, like how you have right here?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Oh, I would.
I mean, obviously you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Are you
Right.
kidding?
So
even if I
I'm
painted
wondering
it, I would
if I
display
would
it.
do that. I feel like I would do like me, my wife, and my dog situation.
I would have these 4 walls
But just me
decorated in my
individually,
face.
like individually, unless I was famous, I don't know if I would display it.
Mm. Why is that?
I don't want to see myself, I don't think.
What?
Just around.
I want to see
What do you think
myself-
about when you look at it? Do you think about, well, yeah, what do you think about when you look at it?
My God. He broke the mold with this one. I think.
Do you think it's like a picture of you when you look at it, or do you think I appreciate that my dad did it for me?
I look at it
It's like
and
meaningful.
I think a couple things. I think he thinks I'm more attractive than I actually am in real life, which I am grateful for.
You're his son, you know, it's representative.
Like he filled in my beard for me.
Right.
He gave me proper posture.
Yeah,
It's like I don't look like a hunch.
You are his son. It's
Yep.
representative of him.
Yeah.
You know, as well.
And I kind of have a kingly pose. Like he makes me look dignified.
Yeah, you definitely look like you're like about to pursue something that you're gonna succeed in.
Yeah.
You know,
And so I think that's really
you're like,
cool.
let's go.
Let's go. Yeah. So I kind of look Thai in that picture. If you really go in
Think that
close.
your
like-
eyes are squinty.
well, I mean,
I think he nailed the gaze.
the lifeless 1,000-yard stare. I think I look a bit. What would that be?
Yeah, you do.
There's some Asian in there.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
Is it Filipino? Would it be Filipino?
No.
That is who I wish I was.
Yeah, that's definitely a cooler version of you.
Yeah.
That's a good painting.
That's a great painting.
Yeah.
That comes from a picture.
Yeah, he definitely edited that image a bit.
Well, now that I'm looking at it, it looks pretty accurate.
No, that's good. Would I hang it in my house?
I think I have a little bit of a longer nose in here, which
Yes.
is not bad. I like the longer nose because my
Yeah.
short nose makes me look more piggish.
Yeah. You would do with it at least like an 1/8 inch, a 1/4 inch length.
I'm gonna have them take. That's funny that you say that.
No, it's cool. I like it.
Yeah, shout out to Tommy.
I guess it's flattering that someone would want to paint a picture of you, because that's a lot of times to spend on like you. You
Yeah.
know, like to think
Yeah,
about
yeah.
like, and then Nate's nose needs an extra little 1/4 inch to be more attractive. You know, like
Yeah.
to take the care and time. You
Yeah.
know, it's that's flattering.
It's a labor of
like
love.
If someone random did that for you too, like I mean, it was your dad, but like imagine if someone random painted you your portrait.
Yeah. Accurately.
Yeah.
Super accurately.
Yeah. You know, that's nice. Let's be, you know, it's
Yeah.
a lot.
It's like that dude who draws people on the subway.
Yeah.
And he's like, here you go.
It's impressive.
Whoa, thanks. And it's
That's
here's a
little more
picture of
creepy.
you.
Yeah. It's a little creepier.
Yeah.
I've
Is-
seen those, but they're still good. Like he's good at it, you know.
Is it weird to have like, yeah, your father hand you a picture of you, or a stranger hand you a picture of you?
A stranger. For sure. Was that a Christmas gift?
That? Yeah. Birthday, I think. He did paint
It'd
me.
definitely be a better Christmas gift than a birthday.
Yeah, it might have been a Christmas gift, but last year.
It's kind of a weird birthday gift, but it's a cool Christmas gift. You know what I mean?
That's interesting. Why?
Because the
Why
birthday
is
is
that?
all about you, and to get a picture of yourself on the celebration of you in this, you know,
Fucking tight.
versus like a Christmas gift, it's like thoughtful, you know? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, because birthday gift, you want it to be alcohol or
A picture of you just
a
feels even
fleshlight
like,
or something.
like we're already celebrating you. It's your
Yeah.
birthday.
And then here's
Here's
you.
a picture of you.
Like,
It's like, all right.
oh, here's a
It's a little
pinata
much.
of you.
Yeah.
Here's a.
yeah. It's like he gets it. All right.
It's his
But
birthday.
Christmas, it's like just like a homemade gift that's like well done like that is thoughtful.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, my dad for the past.
It's like giving someone a quilt on their birthday. Quilts
Yeah.
can pass for on Christmas. Don't give someone a quilt for their birthday.
Good call.
You know what I mean?
Birthday quilt?
Yeah.
I got a fucking birthday quilt?
Yeah.
Am I dying?
No, Christmas quilt or no quilt, you know?
Christmas quilt or no quilt?
Yeah.
Christmas. Yeah, dude. That's a wild gift to get. A self-portrait and a quilt
Yeah.
on your birthday.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No.
Oh.
Some things should just be off limits, off the, you know?
I've never gotten a quilt that was the right size either. Have you?
No. They're always, I don't know, actually, because I never
I feel like
end
every
up
Northwest-
using them.
Yeah.
They
Nobody
remain
does.
folded in the shape that they were given to me in.
Right.
So I don't think so, but in my head they're too big, and that might just because
That's actually not a thing.
it might just be because they're heavy, you know. And so in my head they're big because I don't like to unfold them and do the whole thing because they're heavy.
Wow, you got big, heavy quilts. I always got like flimsy, shitty quilts. Really, like
Out of yarn.
just horrible quilts. Like patches, but like barely any stuffing.
Yeah. I have gotten quilts that
That only cover my ankles to my
like,
thighs.
let's just say I've gotten quilts that like my wife has wanted to throw away, but I, out of principle, can't throw it away because of the amount of, again, time and effort it took to create the thing that they gave to you. And it's like, I feel bad throwing it away. So we have quilts in storage that have, again, like I said, never taken them out ever, you know, but I
So
can't
funny.
throw them away, even though multiple times we've cleaned the house and been like, my wife's been like, I'm gonna throw away the quilt, and I'm like,
Can't.
don't, like, just leave it in the box, you know, like, it just is fine, like, maybe we'll pull it out, you know, who knows, this doesn't, you know, because, like, what if they come over, you know, what if they ask about it, you know?
You have like the Stevenson's box.
Yeah, and it's just
Like, fuck, the shit you pull out when they're coming over.
Exactly. So like
The Henderson's
I don't
box.
wanna, like,
You're like, oh, you mix.
yeah, I'm just because of the amount of effort, you know.
Yeah.
Like, what if they ask to see it again because they spent time on it? Like, can I see that?
Would you
I
do
made
that?
you
That's-
for your wedding.
Can I see the quilt? That's a bold question. Because you're basically saying, and everybody knows it, did you throw away my quilt?
Yeah. That's
And your
my
wife
biggest
would be
fear.
like, yeah.
That's my biggest fear. That's why we're still holding on.
Yeah.
To it, because I don't want to say no. I want to be like, it's so
That
it's-
question.
It's still a warm quilt,
Yeah.
you know, or whatever.
That question is a haunting reality.
Yeah.
Because someone will ask. A quilt maker would ask that fucking question.
Especially if they
Can I see my quilt?
Especially if they give quilts regularly as gifts.
The regular quilt giver
Yeah.
is a bitch.
It's just like I don't want to like disappoint them.
No.
So they're giving me something that I will live with for at least 15 to 20 years.
Yeah, for sure.
It
I'm
will
gonna
just
make a
live in
stand.
storage.
Talking about this makes me so fucking mad. Actually, I'm gonna take a stand, and if I ever get a quilt again, I'm gonna burn it in front of the gifter. They just spent months praying over every little patch. I will burn it in front of their fucking face and be like, "Don't ever give me another fucking quilt."
Yeah.
To put in my storage.
It's
The fuck.
I
outta here.
appreciate it, and like there's part of me, there's like a sliver of me that appreciates a quilt because I like art. You know, I like art. I like creating things. I like that aspect. So and then like,
That's art like bright
and
light.
then it also feels like getting it. You know, like it being given to you feels special.
Okay.
You know, and so like. That's part of the reasons I can't like just let go of some stuff like that. Even though I'll never use it or whatever.
Right.
It's still just like maybe I will pull it out someday. You know, just because like when I wrap myself in this quilt, it'll make me feel nostalgic or happy or like whatever, you know. Someday. But, you know, maybe that day will never come and it'll just stay in the box.
Yeah, that's a creepy image to think about, like pulling out an ancient quilt and then wrapping it around yourself. You know what I mean? Like that's
to like be comforted.
like in
that's what
I mean, I get it.
you know.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm making a stand though. I don't want to.
I know it is a big responsibility of a gift to give somebody.
Yeah.
Especially if you have any awareness of the fact that nobody uses quilts
Can I see my
anymore.
quilt?
You know, like most people's houses don't have quilts in them.
Yeah, that's true. Or if they do, they're folded up in a box.
Exactly. But they
With
don't
your
know that
last
because
name on
their
it.
house is full of quilts, you know, embroidered things that they've created.
Yeah. What are those little knit things that they knit shitty little messages on and then they hang it on the wall? What is it called? Puff pastry? What's it called?
Like
Pinpoint?
or something like that.
Needle point?
Needlepoint. Yeah.
Needle?
Just like embroidery. Yeah.
Just like embroidery.
Yeah.
That too?
Yeah. There's not a market for it. You know what I mean? There's just not. And like, what is the appropriate length to hold on to a quilt? Like, if I gave them a quilt, how long would she use it before that quilt's too old to use and you can get rid of it?
You can't.
Or is it just like she uses it forever?
Or until a tornado whisks it away.
Yeah. And
yeah.
then it's just like, you have so many quilts.
Yeah, somehow.
Too many.
Somehow I feel we still end up with too fucking many.
Yeah. Because even somebody who makes quilts, do they want another quilt?
Yeah.
You know? They have to throw them out eventually, you know? That's what I'm saying. Like,
Quilt makers throwing out
they
quilts.
have to throw them out. So, like, at some point in time, it's appropriate for us to throw them out. But what's that cutoff?
Do we have to
Only
look to
they
the
know.
quilt makers?
That's what I'm saying. Only they know.
Yeah. Yeah, do we make a call to like Joanne Fabrics and we're like, hey, what's the proto on throwing away fucking second cousin's birth quilt?
Yeah. There's something definitely that I'm interested
No, he's
in
17.
finding out the answer to. And there isn't.
Burn it? Okay, I'll burn it.
Yeah. Like, my wedding quilt. How long do I got to keep
what
that?
is that?
Is that till I die type of quilt? Or is that like,
Yeah.
10
A
years?
wedding quilt? There's a wedding quilt?
Yeah. People give quilts for people who get married.
I thought that was like strictly a birth thing. A death thing. Like,
Any occasion, really. Any occasion.
yeah, sick thing. But I always thought it was like a negative. Except for the birth.
So then, no.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Well, before we go, did you have any other questions about my beard? Comments?
No, I like the look. I hope you keep it. I'm going to pray to Jesus that you keep it.
Do I go longer?
You could probably go
This
longer.
way.
You could go long. You could like transit. Okay.
How long should I go is the real question.
How long can you go is a real question.
I think it'll go indefinite at this point. You know?
No shit.
Like, it's just been getting longer, you know? Do I go to where I can braid it like Johnny Depp?
Yes, but you
that's
don't.
The part that...
Like, go that long, but don't actually
that's
braid
like
it.
the tempting part for me. Get to the braided point.
Yeah.
Like, get this part, like, to here, to where I can do a couple braids, you know?
Yeah.
And then just really change my look up. You know how I like now I wear beanies and glasses, sunglasses, and
This is me now.
how I sit like
I'm Levi.
I sit like this. You know,
I'm super cool.
I can pop my neck now
Oh yeah, just at will without like grimacing.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
You know, as I'm
You're just like,
evolving into this next best version of Levi.
ooh, it's powerful.
You know, how long does this get? Do I go Muslim, where it's like,
Ooh.
you know?
Or do you go samurai, which is even longer and wispier?
Samurai is like long mustache, right?
Oh, that's kung fu.
Okay.
I don't
What's
know
your
what the
opinion?
difference is. I think you should see how long it'll go.
Yeah. Keep
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
going longer.
Yeah. But keep it trimmed up on the
keep
sides.
it trim, but
Yep,
this
yep.
part kind of like keep going, like so that I can eventually chisel a jawline out of it, where it's like, yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. No, I like it. I think you should keep it.
All right, then you heard it here first. I'm keeping it
For right now.
for now.
I'm
Yeah.
keeping it this week, and
I'm
then
keeping
next
it
episode, it's
for now.
fucking clean
Yeah.
Levi.
It will probably be the next episode. Probably will be.
That's so funny. I think if you shave it, if you end up
Actually, no. Here's the
Yeah.
thing, because I
You'll
gotta come
relapse.
back here to get my haircut. So I'm at least gonna do one more haircut where I get the beard trim and everything. You know what I mean? At my barbershop.
yeah,
And so there will be at least one more moment when I'm in town, freshly cut, that we could do an episode
before.
where I will still have the beard,
Okay.
and it'll be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that'll be probably in the next month or so.
Oh yeah. All right. And then
Then
after
after
that,
that, I'll probably end up shaving it, just because part of me also doesn't like it, but just the sensation. Like, I like look at myself and I'm like, oh, I mean, I'm pulling it off better than I thought I would, because like I said, there's like a long, ugly stage, you know?
Yeah.
Like before it got long, it was like very awkward for a long time.
It's so good.
So now it's like, I'm like, okay, it's starting to come together, you know?
Uh-huh.
But then there's like the whole like, I like feeling things with my face, I think.
Feeling things with your face is gay.
And so now it's like, I like wake up and I like roll over on my pillow and I'm like, oh yeah, now there's like a bunch of hair pressed against my face, and I hate that feeling, you know? I'd rather just feel the smooth, cool pillowcase.
Oh, that's gay.
But yeah, so we'll see.
If
We'll
you want
see.
to feel something, feel it with your lips.
Yeah, that's the weird part too. It's like I'll feel something with my lips, and I can't feel anything else around it, you know? I don't like that.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. If I get to like braid length and it's like undeniably cool and like my whole look changes,
That is undeniably
and I
cool.
can like pull off the Jack Sparrow look in a way that I didn't even know I could,
Yeah.
then we'll see. Then I'll reconsider.
I feel like even when you do shave, because you will, when you do shave, you're going to go, I'm going to grow it back.
You think?
Yeah, I do.
You know,
You might try and kick like against that
yeah.
for a while, but you'll give in because it's cool.
so it's cooler than normal Levi is what you're saying?
That is normal Levi.
No, but this is new Levi.
That's full Levi. Levi
so
without
are you saying
shaving.
that I'll feel cooler than normal Levi?
I don't know.
To the extent where I want this to be new normal Levi?
What I'm saying is if I was Levi, I would feel cool. And when I grew out a beard, I'd feel extra cool.
You think?
Yeah, it's like a fucking Super Mario Brothers power up. Like you ate the second fucking mushroom. You're still Super Mario. You're just fucking powerful.
Interesting.
Fucking powerful
I
with the
never
beard.
looked at it like that. But also, it's hard to like know how to feel about it. It makes me look next level.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd fucking follow you into a cult.
All right.
you you
gotta- yeah,
you wore
there's like a
sunglasses
lot of new-
inside today.
There's
How cool is that?
There's like a lot of nuance that I need to like wrap my head around when it comes to this, you know.
Like what's the
I don't want it to
nuance?
change me too much. Also, I like looking young.
It can only change you for the better.
I like looking young. So, and I
You
only
do look
and I
young.
only got a few more years of that before I definitely look too old.
I don't know. Your
Like, I
dad
could
kind
be
of has a
45.
forever young.
I could be like 45 years old and grow the beard until I die. You know what I mean? At a certain age, I'm old enough that the beard doesn't matter. I
Right.
wouldn't look younger without it.
Right.
You know? But as I got to embrace the years that I could still clean up
Yeah.
and look maybe like 5 to 8 years younger.
Yeah, but I think you also like you look racially ambiguous, right? But you also look age ambiguous.
Yeah.
You do.
But
'Cause
not
you don't,
even with the beard?
No, I'm saying with the beard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
I could look like a high schooler who
you don't
just
have a
grew
single
my
fucking
first
gray
beard.
guy. Not one gray.
Yeah. I pulled a few.
You could be 14 in Serbia. You look like a
They grow beards out there.
yeah. You're a 13-year-old Serbian girl.
I could see that.
That's what that is.
Okay.
It's a face full of Brillo, my friend.
Well, I'm going to give it at least
Steel wool.
2 more months. At the very least.
Yeah.
At most, 4.
Yeah.
And then it's gone.
Yeah.